Hey guys, James from the Research Revolution. Look at this. Bizarre lake under the sea kills whatever swims there. Dubbed the Jacuzzi of Despair, this lake on the ocean floor is made of heavy water rich with toxins. This is exciting. Let's take a look at the picture. The edge of the Jacuzzi of Despair. You don't want to venture too close to this deadly place. Okay. It might seem weird to imagine a lake within the ocean, but things like temperature and salinity can change the density of water, and lakes of denser water can form within a larger pool. Scientists have recently discovered such a lake at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico. But this lake also has something else very strange going on. All the creatures that enter it don't come back alive. The lake, dubbed the Jacuzzi of Despair, is about 100 feet in circumference and is about 12 feet deep, and it lies on the ocean floor nearly 3,300 feet below the surface. It's littered with the dead bodies of benthic crabs, amphipods, and fish that have crossed into its waters, lured by the warmer temperature. The super salty brine in the ocean contains 4 or 5 times more salt than the surrounding seawater, and it stews on the bottom like a thick witch's cauldron, collecting toxic chemicals such as methane and hydrogen sulfide. The lake is also connected to a brine river that actually flows over the sea floor. It is one of the most amazing things in the deep sea, said Eric Cords, associate professor of the biology at Temple University, who discovered the site along with several colleagues. You go down into the bottom of the ocean and you are looking at the lake or a river flowing. It feels like you are not on this world. The waters within the pool are dammed in this place by a living mat of bacteria and salt deposits. It likely formed as seawater seeped into cracks into the seabed and mixed with the region's subsurface salt formations. Methane gas then bubbled up, taking the deadly water with it. Life is surprisingly plentiful around the lake's borders, but creatures that cross its boundary don't come back alive due to the toxic mixture. Water in the pool measures about 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like bath water compared to the surrounding sea. If you muck around in the lake, you can make waves of brine that break on the shore, said Quartz. The scene conjures up impressions of an alien world. In fact, researchers believe that studying extreme places like the Jacuzzi of Despair can have hints about the kinds of conditions that might exist on other planets. There's a lot of people looking into these extreme habitats on Earth as models for what we might discover when we go to other planets. Don't get triggered. The technology development in the deep sea is definitely going to be applied to the worlds beyond our own. You can view a video taken with a submersible of the Jacuzzi of Despair here. Holy cow, really? You kidding me? I just watched lights.
That's a neat image, yeah. That is great. That sonar image is awesome. We see both rims, the close and the far rim of the sonar is beautiful. So the rim rises pretty sharply, just be aware.
Deep.
Come on. So as we come up, so that wall looks pretty fragile, and I would imagine, you know.
Did you want a 10-meter move or a 10-meter move?
We can do a 10 for now.
Clara wants to know what happens if we were to rip a hole in the edge of the brine pool. I think we would make
the whole
lots
Gulf
of enemies.
of Mexico will pour into that.
It's like we would drain the Gulf of Mexico. We would drain the brine pool, I think, for sure. So we're not going to do that. If Chuck Fisher is listening, Chuck was adamant about you can't drain the brine pool. I'm sure Eric feels the same way. Like some sort of
else.
Oh, look at this crab.
crabs.
Yeah, look at that one.
Oh wow. You getting some of those
Is that a
screenshots?
dead crab? That is a dead crab.
See, there we go. And there's an amphipod, right? There's an amphipod right under the there. You see that amphipod down there on the right, Brennan?
Oh yeah. Look at that.
So there's a dead amphipod. That's what we mean by the jacuzzi of despair. These types of bigger,
Brian, why don't
larger
you go
organisms,
zoom in as best I
these
can?
larger organisms really don't like to be in this fluid. Or maybe they just come here to die.
That's awesome.
The pickled, there's a pickled crab.
Go for it.
Yeah, and so you see that whitish
Wow.
material. That's definitely looks. Oh, that even maybe that actually looks like halite. Those are cubes, aren't they? The minerals on the white.
Huh.
Yeah,
So
looks like it.
Yeah, so that's
Precipitate.
probably
Halite crystals?
halite crystals.
That was a good ice cut.
That's huge. Crawled in and he didn't crawl out.
Maybe they just come here to die. This is they're
This is like an
preserved.
elephant burial ground.
They're preserved in perpetuity. They've basically been embalmed here, right? So.
It looks like it's doing well. So I'm curious about the formation of the brine pool. When it initially formed, does it form from the bottom up and get deeper and deeper by the deposition of minerals and accumulation of mussels?
And mud, and I think in this case, I think the mussels have done actually they've done a stand-up job at keeping the walls intact. So I think initially probably what happens is fluid starts to erupt from the seafloor through a fissure or some sort of just basically the fluid kind of erupts out of the seafloor. And as that fluid is being delivered and may pool up there in the seafloor, then you get biological communities that start taking advantage of that.
Oh, there's a
Oh, look at
cascade.
it. Look at it spilling out. Oh yeah, that's neat.
Nice.
Definitely check that out.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, wow. It looks like a
So
waterfall.
this is the outflow. So if we have time, we'll probably trace where these brines are pooling up downhill.
Neat.
But look at that.
Wow,
That is
cool.
That is
amazing.
wild.
That's the overflow.
That is a salt drainage there. Brine overflow.
Drainage.
That is beautiful.
Very cool.
Good. So we'll be coming back with the laser spec and our wand just to look at how.
Checking it out.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to collect any sediments? Or any of the minerals?
We might throw some minerals into the bio box, but we did not put on the sediment cores. Nav, can we drop a target here as the cascade? Okay, the outflow.
Yeah, I have it.
Great, thanks.
I have it as brine overflow.
Perfect. Or brine outflow.
Go ahead, Brian. Go for quick. Wait.
Overflow's fine. Yeah. We got to come up with a cool name for
Yeah.
this feature here.
This is so cool. It's got to go along with, the jacuzzi of despair. Okay, I have you there. The hot tub of hope.
The hot tub of hope.
Yes, I have one.
Yeah, that's the jacuzzi
It's
jet.
called brine overflow.
That's where you get the
jacuzzi jets.
massage.
There you go. The massage.
This is the massage.
I have it.
room.
I was wondering the same
Oh,
thing.
look, there's another pickled amphipod under that crab.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
Two of them.
Oh yeah, he's been in there a while. The sediment on
Oh,
top.
he's
Yeah.
got an amphipod next to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the crab went in and said, "Ooh, look, dead amphipod. I'll go have a snack."
And then he... Based on that mineral deposition, how long do you think that crab might have been there to get that forming on top?
Wow. The shell is probably right at that surface, right?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It's anybody's guess. I mean,
All right,
I think
let's keep going around. You guys good?
Yep. I think there's, I'm pretty confident in saying that there is very little,
Nice, Brian.
i.e. zero
Segment
oxygen
there.
in this. Do you guys see the layering in the brine
That's
pool
the
there?
highlight reel.
But I think that
Yeah,
that's
that looks
coming
cool.
at you. Those are waves.
It looks like a wave.
Not
You
need
think
other
those
footage.
are ripples moving?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
They are,
Waves
you're right.
of material coming at you.
I suppose at the very end, the very last thing we can do is do a splashdown and try to drive Herc down.
Into this?
At the very end.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I know. We'll make sure it's on your watch. The grand finale.
Awesome.